Hi dear student, today we are going to discuss about very essential topic in Java programming, that is exceptional handling. Before entering into the session, I introduce myself. I am D. Karthika, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering in Arunai Engineering College. Why exceptional handling is essential for Java programmer or any kind of programmers? The programmer is still facing problem on implementing the exception handling in the most proper way. In this session, we discuss an essential of exception handling towards making the exceptional handling more robust and efficient. Let us assume one real-time example for exception handling. Imagine that a section of a high road has a small bridge with a limited weight capacity. If a car heavier than the bridge limit drives on it, it could be collapse. The situation for the driver would become, to put it mildly, or exceptional. Right? To avoid this, the transportation department install warning signs on the road before anything goes wrong. To see the warning sign, a driver compass his vehicle weight with the maximum weight of the bridge. If the vehicle is too heavy, the driver takes a bypass road. So the ability to prevent and resolve this kind of exception into the normal flow. So that is one reason for using exception in Java. So the exception mechanism lets you protect your code from improper use by validating or checking any inputs. So these are all the objectives we are going to discuss here. First one, what is exceptional handling in Java? Hierarchy of Java exception classes. Keywords in exception handling. Why we are using exception handling or advantages of exceptional handling. So first, what is exceptional handling in Java? Usually, when we executing Java code, different errors can occur, right? Like coding errors that is made by programmer, errors due to wrong input given by the programmers. When an error occurs, Java will normally stop and generate an error message. The technical term for this is the program throw an error or exception. So the meaning for exception is abnormal flow in a application or abnormal condition, right? So exceptional handling is in a Java is the one of the powerful mechanism to handle the runtime errors, so that the normal flow of an normal flow of an application can be maintained. This is our hierarchy of exception. Here, throwable is the root class of Java exceptional hierarchy, which is inherited by two subclasses. So one is error and another one is exception. Now we discuss what is error, what is exception. So what is the difference between error and exception? Errors. Recovering from errors, it is not possible. But in exception, we can recover from exceptions by try catch blocks or throwing exception back to caller. In errors, all errors in Java are unchecked type. In exception, it includes both checked type and as well as unchecked types. In errors, errors are mostly caused by the environment in which program is running. In exception, program itself, it is responsible for causing exceptions. In errors, it is defined by the package java.lang.error package. In exception, it is defined by the package java.lang.exception package. So this is the type of exception. So there are three types of exceptions. First one is checked, second one is unchecked, and third one is errors. So what is checked exception? Checked exception means the class which directly inherits throwable classes except runtime exception, and these errors can be defined as checked exception. Checked exception are always checked at compile time. For example, input output exception and SQL exception. Input output exception means this exception is related to input and output operation in Java code. So this exception happens when there is a failure during reading, writing and searching file or directory operations. And another example for this checked exception is SQL exception. This exception throws that the provided information on a database error or other access error. Right. Next one. The second type of exception is unchecked exception. So unchecked exceptions are not checked at compile time, but they are checked at running time. The class which inherits runtime exceptions are known as unchecked exception. Example for this unchecked exceptions are null point exception, number format exception, and index out of bound exception. Let's see the examples. Null pointer exceptions. This exception thrown when an application attempts to use null in a case where an object is required. This also includes calling the instance method of a null object and accessing or modifying the object of a null object. And another example for unchecked exceptions is number format exception. This kind of exception thrown when they are unable to format. That means convert a string into a number. So the number format exception can be thrown by many methods or constructed in the class of java.lang.packages. And final example for this unchecked exceptions are, it is thrown index out of bound exception. It is thrown if a program tries to access an array index that is negative, greater than or equal to the length of the array. And final type of exception is error. So error, it is caused by environment in which is running. All type of errors in Java are unchecked type. So example for this errors are stack overflow error and out of memory error. Stack overflow error is a runtime error in Java. It is thrown when the amount of call stack memory allocated by Java virtual machine is exceeded. And another example for this error is out of memory error. So this error is thrown when the Java virtual machine cannot allocate an object because of its out of memory and no more memory could be placed available by the garbage collector. So next, keywords in exception. So there are 5 keywords in exceptions. First one try, second one catch, third throw, and fourth one throws, and last one finally. The keyword try, which is used to specify a block where we should place exception code. The try block must be followed by either catch or finally. It means we can't use try block alone. And second keyword is catch. This catch block is used to handle the exception. It must be preceded by try blocks and followed by final block, which means we can't use this black alone. And third one is throw. So the throw keyword is used to throw an exception. And fourth one is throws. The throws keyword is used to declare exceptions. It does not throw an exception. And last one, finally keyword. This keyword is used to execute the important code of the program. Whether the exception is handled or not, it could be executed. And why we are using exceptional handling or advantages of exceptional handling. So you have to maintain the normal flow of the application by using exceptional handling. Let us consider one example. If a program has a bunch of statements, suppose the bunch of statement may be 10 statement in your program, an exception occur in a midway. After that, the rest of the code will not be executed. If we perform exceptional handling, the rest of the statement will be executed. That is why we use exceptional handling in Java. So next, separating error handling code from regular code. And third one, propagating errors up the call stack, which means you can easily find out where the exception is or error is occurred in our application. So location of the error can be monitored by using this exceptional handling. And final one, grouping and differentiating error types. Based on the hierarchy of throwable, you can find out what kind of errors occurred in this application. You can easily find out the type of errors, right? So let's see the example program and demo. So this is my example. In this example, I'm checking whether the input is positive or other than positive. If it is, the given input is positive, it just print the number. Otherwise, it throws some exception message, right? My class name is main1, right? Here the exception printed messages number must be positive. It will show some indications, right? Let's see into the demo. So this is my program. So I just compile my program main1.java, and after that I executed my program. Enter a positive number. It asking any input. So I'm entering -15. It will show some error messages. The number must be positive. So again I'm compiling and running my program. And the input is 97. So I entered positive number, so it does not show any exception, right? So this is my demo for the example. Thank you for giving this opportunity.